cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Venezuelan-born Jose Borregales has us just about set to get started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, another run for Dillon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, here's Dillon. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Dillon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 15. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And some space here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run again with Dillon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a
pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step down, field with man coverage, and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the gun, it's Dillon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after try forthcoming. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3.
Makes the score Packers 13, Vikings 3.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second down, back to Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Dillon on first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
DJ Shark.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
A.J. Dillon. A touchdown run there from a yard out.
As his guys are able to extend their lead.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Hey, man! Tempo!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get one.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
26 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 and the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're going to look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back in the 42. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. 2nd and 4. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Now this is Kelsey, a tight end carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Travis Kelsey. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles off the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Sanders, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Algier. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going for it with Sanders. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Victory for down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were a better team out there. And the outcomes of down for much of this game, every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?